Park Studio. I am out harvesting cattails today. These are North American cattails, and we have two different varieties here. We've got the narrow leaf and the broadleaf. These are the broadleaf ones. The cattail seed head is fairly thick, and the pollen stem is short and kind of right up to the seed head. The narrow leaf ones have slightly skinnier seed heads, and the pollen spike is slightly above the seed head. So those are the two that we have up here in northern Michigan. And what I am going to show you today is a very special part of the cattail that will allow you to make really, really nice, fine cordage, either thread or twine. So we're not going to harvest the ones with the seed heads because those, the leaves stick to the stem that's inside. We're just gonna get the bundles that are only leaves because those all separate out real nice, and we can use those for baskets. Okay, so I am looking for leaf bundles that stick together really nice for a decent length. So I'm gonna get this one down here. So see, we've got this area up here is where the leaves separate, and it's this area down here that we're going to use for our cordage. So I'll grab a couple of those. Let's see. This one looks good. All right, we've got a couple of those, and we can head home, and I'll show you what we do next. Ready? Okay. So we've got the brown leaves that have already dried out, stripped off, and I'm down to my last brown leaf. And so this is the area that we're going to concentrate on. You see how this part wraps around the leaf below it? And it's this wingy portion here that we're going to work with. So this one just needs to come off because it's all brown and dry. So I'm just going to strip that up. And already you can see there's that last little membrane right there. But now that we're down to green, I'll check out this lovely gel stuff. I've been told that this has analgesic properties, so like if you rub it into your hands won't hurt as much, but I don't know if that's actually true. Anyway, okay, we're down to a green leaf, and here is where it needs to get stripped away. You see how strong that is? Okay, gosh dang it. All right. So I'm going to just get my finger in there and just start stripping that away. And I'll do the next one there. Get that pulled out. And that gel will sometimes turn kind of orange as it ages. Okay. And that membrane gets closer and closer as we get closer, or it gets taller and taller as we get closer to the middle. All right, so we're back. We're down to our last two leaves. Okay. I'm trying my hardest not to break that membrane, which I did on this one. That is the complete wing on this on this leaf. So, are you nice and close here, Kurt? So you can see there's two different sections here. We've got this really thin translucent section on the top half, and then the lower half is still really thin, and it looks like it's about possibly 2 to 3 cells thick, whereas this section looks like it's only about 1 cell thick. So that translucent section is your magic thread portion, and the slightly thicker portion is your magic twine portion. So I'm just going to take my thumbnail and I'm going to jam it in where that's where the translucent bit is finished there. And that is where I'm going to separate this out. So I'm going to save both of these sections separately. Okay. Okay, so there's my magic twine section. And there's my magic thread section. See how thin and translucent that is. Okay. I'll strip off one more just to show you on one of the more outer leaves here. Okay. This. Here we go. Here's the intact portion. So, if we go all the way up here, you can see where the wing starts, and we can just stick our thumbnail in there, break it off, and then peel it down from there. All the way down. And if you don't want to separate off that thread bit, you don't have to. I mean, this still makes a really nice thin piece to twist cordage from. Okay, so that's the section that you're looking for on the cattail leaf, is that little wing. And then when we go to, after we dry it, this is what we get. This is the translucent portion. See, it doesn't dry translucent, it dries opaque. And they do stick together. I'm gonna have to untie this. If you dry them in a bundle, they do end up sticking together. So here, get this out. Okay, so I've got just one little section of that translucent bit, and I'm going to, here, can you see what I'm doing there, Kurt? Okay, so I'm just going to start my cordage, just giving it a twist, doubling it over, and then my fingers are all sticky from the gel. I'm just going to give it a twist and a turn, and a twist and a turn, and see how nice and fine that thread is. Heck,
Can you see that? So just keep going with that. Sometimes you'll get bits that are really, really thin and you'll think, oh, that might break on me. That's when you fish out little bits from your bundle that are like really thin. You can reinforce those areas. Wow, did you hear my stomach? I think I'm hungry. So...
was going by.
So there is our magic cattail thread, and here's the bundle that I've been working on for the last couple days. You can see it's nice and thin, and the thinness just depends on how thick you make your little strips that you peel off of your cattails. This was made from a little bit thicker strips. I wasn't sure if they were going to make really nice thread, so I kind of saved them and I put them off to the side, and I was playing with them last night and they're still really nice. And then today I was playing with the, you know, the thicker portions that I separated away from the thinner ones. Still part of that wing. And turns out it's still really supple. You don't have to soak them. You don't have to dampen them. Well, I don't know. You might have to dampen them. It's been really, really humid here lately. But these were sitting out on the porch where the kiln was running. And they're still very nice and supple and twist very nicely. Let's see. I'd like to show you how I add another one in, but I'm not anywhere near the end here. I guess we'll have to do that in a different video. So anyway, there is our magic cattail cordage. I don't want to call it fiber because it's not really a fibrous, like bast fibrous material. It's just that nice membraney edge of the cattail leaf that stays nice and strong and supple, and it's not going to soften up like nettle or flax bast, but it stays nice and supple. So see how easy that is to just peel it right up, and there's the end of that wing. And then all I have to do is use my fingernail and zoop. And zoop. And I've got my magic thread section and my magic twine section. So I hope that helps you. Feel free to subscribe if you'd like to learn more eclectic things. Hit the notification bell if you would like alerts when I post new videos, because I'm not very consistent. And if you learned something from this, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I'll see y'all next time. Thanks.